Eddie Hearn, the promoter of Matchroom, has come out to clear the air on this Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury saga. Hearn recently has said in an interview that he was at home and he was finna eat his midday lunch, dinner, whatever you would call it at that time. And he said he started receiving text messages about the arbitration, like they had won the arbitration. But he said he thought nothing of it. He said he had seen several things like this on social media. So he said that the websites like Twitter, Instagram, and all of the sites that people are using now, he said they started to flood. So he said it must be some truth to this. So he said he thought, let me call Bob Arum and see what's going on. So he said as soon as he called Bob Arum picked up the phone. So he said, Bob, what's going on, Bob? And Bob tells Eddie Hearn, Bob Arum tells Eddie Hearn that Deontay Wilder has won the arbitration. So Eddie Hearn says he says, well, okay, well, how can we fix this? You know, there has to be a way to pay him step aside money so we can go on with this. You know, noting that all the work that we have put into this fight. Eddie Hearn says that he had several lawyers paid on the case, making sure everything was ready in Saudi Arabia with the stadium, the money and everything. And he said, Bob Arum just said it so nonchalantly, like, well, I'll see what I can do. And then Eddie Hearn said it, he spoke with Bob Arum again and, you know, asked him, well, what we gonna do? And Bob Arum finalized it and says that we're gonna fight Wilder. So insinuating that the Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua fight is not gonna take place. The Wilder Fury fight is now happening. So did Eddie Hearn kind of clear the air of what's going on with this situation? And Eddie Hearn noted that Anthony Joshua, you know, he was real disturbed about this situation. Said that Anthony Joshua has done everything that the boxing sanctions had asked him to do as far as defending his belts. So Eddie Hearn said, well, we're gonna see how we can make AJ, Anthony Joshua, happy now. He said, you know, nobody's looking out for Anthony Joshua. So then Eddie Hearn goes on to say that the fight with Usyk and AJ is still a good fight. It's not the Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua fight, but Usyk is a good fighter also, as I talked about that in other videos. But let me know your thoughts on about how you feel about this this fight going on, that's taking place. And I forgot to say, Eddie Hearn says that on the Bob Arum side, he said something over there stinks. He said that's all he can say. He said something stinks. He said he went on to say, like, this could be fixed by giving Wilder step aside money. You know, the money that's reportedly that was going to be made, the step aside money that they would give Wilder would be nothing. So he said it could be fixed, but evidently they don't want to fix it. So he just said all he got to say is something on the other side stinks. You know, so you know what that means. So I don't know. I thought as Bob Arum kind of resistant toward Eddie Hearn. You know, Eddie Hearn is a up and coming boxing promoter that seems to be gaining a lot of ground. You know, you can look back maybe 5 years ago, the fighters that Eddie Hearn is exposing from the UK didn't have the exposure now. So all the boxing was kind of geared toward the USA fighters. You know, you would see your fighters that were here in America. You know, Klitschko, well, when the Klitschkos came, the two brothers, Vladimir, so they kind of shed light on the UK boxers because they held the title. Klitschko held the title for so long. You know, Lennox Lewis is also from the UK side. So Lennox held the titles for a long time too. The American boxers would always have the heavyweight crown, but through those years of Klitschko and Lennox Lewis, the crown was not in America. So I think Deontay Wilder was the heavyweight that brought the crowns back to the US surface. So it's a lot of, you know, he say, she say going on up in there about, you know, whose fighters can fight who's. Your fighter is almost your power. You know, if you're the promoter of the heavyweight champion, then you're the head promoter, no matter who you are. If you got the heavyweight champion of the world, then the heavyweight champion exposes you. So let me know your thoughts about, did any of the air get cleared about what was going on between Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder? All right, and this is Boxing Opinions 100, and y'all have a nice day out there.